The solar system. Planets revolve around the Sun in elliptical orbits, taking different amounts of time. The astronomer Johannes Kepler described three empirical laws governing the motions of planets in their orbits. Kepler's first law is the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the Sun a common focus. Kepler's second law, as a planet moves in its orbit, the line joining the planet and the Sun sweeps over equal areas in equal intervals of time. Kepler's third law, the squares of the periods of revolution of any two planets are proportional to the cubes of their mean distances from the Sun. The orbit of the Earth. At perihelion, approximately the 3rd of January, the Earth is closest to the Sun, and the northern hemisphere is tilted away, giving rise to the winter season. On the 21st of March, it's spring equinox, equal night. On the 21st of June, it's the longest day in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice. On the 3rd of July, the Earth is furthest from the Sun at aphelion. The autumn equinox is on the 23rd of September, and the northern hemisphere winter solstice is on the 22nd of December. Celestial sphere. The celestial sphere is a theoretical sphere of infinite radius, concentric with the Earth, onto which all celestial bodies, except the Earth, are assumed to be projected. The ecliptic. The apparent annual path of the Sun around the celestial sphere is known as the ecliptic. It forms the intersection of the plane of the Earth's orbit with the celestial sphere, inclined at an angle of about 23 degrees 27 minutes to the celestial equator. The angle of inclination of the orbit is called the obliquity of the ecliptic. The plane of the ecliptic is the plane through the Earth's orbit. The analemma. Imagine waiting until 12 o'clock on your watch every day and going outside to look at where the Sun is positioned in the sky. Strangely, it will not always appear to be in the same place. Sometimes it will be higher, other times lower, sometimes to the right and other times to the left. If you took a picture of it every week, this is similar to what it would look like. This picture can be displayed on a graph. It's known as the Analemma Curve. In February, the Sun is slow to arrive overhead, and in November, the Sun is early to arrive overhead. The solstices are shown at the highest and lowest points of the graph. Declination of the Sun. During the equinoxes, the change of declination is at its greatest. The equinox is the period where we get closest to 12 hours of day and night. The solstice is when the rate of change of the Sun's declination is at its slowest, and therefore the rate of change of daylight is also at its slowest.